Don't fear the struggle. It is fueling you. At some point in life, you've been told to avoid struggle. You've been told that life is supposed to be easy if you're doing it right. That struggle is a sign that you're failing, that you're behind. But let me tell you something most people won't. Struggle is not your enemy. Struggle is the greatest teacher, the sharpest chisel, the fuel that will carry you to a level you never thought possible. If you stop running from it, you think your struggle is breaking you, but it's actually building you. Every tear, every setback, every rejection is carving out the version of you. Who can handle the dream you're chasing? But you can't see that when you're in the middle of it, can you? When life is crushing you from every angle, you comfortable weights? Why does it have to be so hard? Let me flip to that question. Why shouldn't it be hard? Why should the life you want, the goals you dream about, the legacy you're chasing, be handed to you on a silver platter? If it was easy, everybody would have it. And because everybody doesn't have it, you know it's going to take something different from you. This is the truth that very few people accept. The greater the struggle, the greater the capacity you're building. You cannot have strength without resistance. You cannot have growth without pressure. You cannot have breakthrough without first fighting battles that make you doubt whether you'll even make it through. And I know right now you might be in one of those battles. Maybe you're fighting to get out of debt. Maybe you're fighting for your marriage. Maybe you're fighting to build a business when everyone around you thinks you're crazy. Maybe you're fighting depression, loneliness, betrayal, and you're tired of the constant uphill climb. But what if I told you that the very struggle you're resenting is the one equipping you with everything you'll need for your next season? I want you to think about the caterpillar turning into a butterfly. It has to fight its way out of the cocoon, push through pressure, and struggle like its life depends on it. And it does. Because if you cut the cocoon open to help the butterfly, it dies. Why? Because the struggle is what pushes blood into its wings. Without the struggle, it never develops the strength to fly. That's you right now. You're in the cocoon, fighting to break through. And it feels like you're suffocating. It feels like it's never going to end. But the fight is what's preparing your wings. You might not see it today, but this pressure is producing strength you will use for the rest of your life. Let me ask you a hard question. What if your struggle is the best thing that's ever happened to you? What if the job you lost is forcing you to finally build the business you've been dreaming about? What if the relationship that ended is making room for the right one? What if the pain you're feeling now is developing the resilience you'll need to lead others someday? I know that's hard to hear. I know you'd rather skip the pain and just get to the breakthrough. But life doesn't work that way. Life will keep handing you the same lessons until you learn them. And the faster you stop fearing the struggle and start learning from it, the faster you'll step into your next level. Take Thomas Edison. He failed over 1,000 times trying to invent the light bulb. People thought he was insane. But when a reporter asked him how it felt to fail 1,000 times, he said, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." That's the mindset you need. Every setback is a step. Every rejection is a step. Every sleepless night is a step. You've been taught to fear struggle, but the truth is, struggle is evidence that you're stretching beyond your comfort zone. And nothing great has ever been built in comfort. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Comfort whispers, "Stay here. It's safe. Don't risk it. Don't try. Don't fail." And the longer you listen to that voice, the smaller your life becomes. I want you to think about the moments in your life when you grew the most. Were they easy? Or were they the seasons that nearly broke you? You learned more from heartbreak than from happiness. You became stronger from rejection than from applause. You became wiser from failure than from success. So why are you running from the very thing that's shaping you? Maybe it's because struggle feels lonely. It feels like nobody else understands. It feels like you're walking through fire while everyone else is strolling through life without a care. But listen to me. Struggle doesn't isolate you. It qualifies you. It separates the people who just talk about success from the ones who actually earn it. You see, everyone wants to be great until it's time to do what greatness requires. Everyone wants the dream, the lifestyle, the freedom, the respect. But very few are willing to endure the pain it takes to get there. Let me be blunt. If you are not willing to struggle, you are not ready to succeed. You cannot build a strong body without putting it under stress. You cannot build a strong mind without exposing it to challenges. You cannot build a meaningful life by avoiding every obstacle in your path. This is why the people who succeed at the highest levels have a different relationship with struggle. They don't run from it. They lean into it. They use it as fuel. They understand that every time they face resistance, they are building the muscle they'll need for the next level. Think about athletes. The best in the world don't fear tough training. They crave it. They know that if the workout doesn't challenge them, it won't change them. If they only lift weights that feel comfortable, they'll never get stronger. Your life is the same way. You want growth? You want breakthrough? You want to build a life you're proud of? Then stop looking for the easy path. Stop praying for a struggle-free existence. That doesn't exist. Instead, pray for the strength to handle whatever life throws at you. Because here's the reality. The struggle is going to come whether you want it or not. You can't avoid it. You can't bargain with it. But you can choose how you respond to it. You can let it break you, or you can let it build you. And I want to be clear. Choosing to let struggle build you is not about pretending it doesn't hurt. It's not about toxic positivity, acting like everything is fine when it's not. It's about deciding that the pain will not be wasted. It's about saying, this might be the hardest thing I've ever been through, but I will not let it destroy me. I will let it teach me. I will let it grow me. I will let it fuel me. That mindset will change your life. Because the moment you stop fearing struggle, you stop resisting growth. You stop sabotaging your own progress. You stop looking for shortcuts and start putting in the work. And when you do that, you become unstoppable. But it's not just about mindset. It's about what you do every single day. If you're in the middle of a struggle right now, I want you to ask yourself, what is this season trying to teach me? Where am I being stretched? What strengths am I developing? Who am I becoming through this process? Write the answers down. Get honest. Because if you can shift your perspective from, this is breaking me, to this is building me, you'll start to see opportunities even in the pain. I'll give you another story. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, was broke, depressed, and a single mother when she wrote the first book. She faced rejection from 12 different publishers. 12. She could have given up. She could have believed the story she was telling herself, that she was a failure, that she wasn't good enough. But she didn't. She kept going. She used the struggle as fuel. And because of that decision, she became one of the most successful authors of all time. But do you know what she says? She says hitting rock bottom became the foundation on which she built her life. The struggle forced her to focus. It stripped away the distractions. It made her resilient. Your struggle is doing the same thing for you, but only if you decide to let it. You see, the difference between people who stay stuck and people who rise is not talent. It's not luck. It's not even intelligence. It's the willingness to struggle well. The ones who rise understand that the discomfort is not a sign they on the wrong path. It's a sign they're on the right one. I need you to think about your goals for a second. The life you say you want. The dream job, the financial freedom, the healthy relationship, a peace of mind. It's not going to fall into your lap. It's going to demand everything you've got. It's going to test you in ways you can't imagine. It's going to ask you to get uncomfortable, to be disciplined, to do things that scare you. But most people don't want that. They want the reward without the work. They want the harvest without the planting. They want the transformation without the struggle. And because they fear the struggle, they stay exactly where they are, year after year, wondering why nothing ever changes. Is that the life you want? To wake up 5 years from now in the exact same place you are today, telling the same excuses, living the same small story? Or do you want to rise? Do you want to become the kind of person who refuses to be broken by life, who uses every struggle as a stepping stone? If you want to rise, then you've got to rewire how you see struggle. Stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" And start asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" That single shift will change everything. Because the truth is, your struggle is not happening to you. It's happening for you. It's stripping away what no longer serves you. It's revealing your true strength. It's giving you the tools you'll need when you get to the next level. Think about athletes again. When they train, they intentionally put their bodies through controlled struggle. They lift heavy weights. They run until their lungs burn. They push past the point of comfort. Why? Because they know that's how they get stronger. Your life is training you in the same way. Every struggle is resistance training for your character. Every obstacle is teaching you endurance, patience, creativity, grit. And if you run from that training, you'll never have the strength to handle the blessings you're asking for. Some of you are praying for bigger opportunities, but you're not willing to handle the small struggles you're facing now. Let me tell you, if you can't handle the pressure at this level, you won't be able to handle it at the next one. The weight only gets heavier as you rise. That's why struggle is a gift. It's preparing you. It's equipping you. It's shaping you into the kind of person who can carry the vision you have for your life. But you've got to do your part. You've got to stop numbing your struggle. Stop distracting yourself with social media, binge-watching shows, or hanging out with people who keep you comfortable in your pain. You've got to face it head on. And when you do, you'll start to realize something powerful. The struggle doesn't last forever. Seasons change. Pressure lifts. But what you gain from walking through it, the strength, the wisdom, the confidence that lasts a lifetime. I want you to remember a simple truth. The pain you feel today is the strength you'll use tomorrow. There's a saying that goes, "Tough times don't last. Tough people do." And it's true. But you don't become tough by avoiding the hard times. You become tough by facing them, by learning how to bend without breaking, by discovering that you're stronger than you ever imagined. Let me give you another story. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, was fired from his own company. Can you imagine that? Building something from the ground up, pouring your soul into it, only to be told you're no longer wanted. That could have destroyed him. But instead, he used that setback as fuel. He started other companies, honed his vision, and eventually returned to Apple to build some of the most iconic products in history. Do you think he would have achieved that level of greatness without the struggle? No. That struggle gave him a new level of focus and fire. Your story might not be the same, but the principle applies. The very thing you think is breaking, you could be the thing that catapults you forward. But you have to choose that. You have to wake up every day and say, "I will not waste my struggle. I will not let this make me bitter. I will use it to make me better." That decision changes everything. Because when you stop fearing the struggle, you stop hiding. You stop procrastinating. You stop making excuses. You show up differently. You take risks. You give your best effort even when nobody is watching. And that's when doors start opening. That's when opportunities find you. But don't get it twisted. It won't be easy. There will be days when you'll want to quit. There will be days when it feels like nothing is working. There will be days when you question if it's even worth it. And that's when you have to remember why you started. Why are you fighting? Why does this dream matter to you? Who are you doing this for? Get clear on your why. Because your why is what will carry you through the darkest nights. Your struggle is temporary. Your why is permanent. And here's something else you need to know. You are not alone. I know it feels like it sometimes. I know it feels like you're the only one fighting this uphill battle. But you're not. Everyone you admire has faced their own struggle. Every champion you've ever looked up to has walked through seasons where they thought they couldn't go on. The difference is they did. And you can too. I want you to picture yourself a year from now, 5 years from now. You've made it through this season. You're standing stronger, wiser, more confident than you've ever been. You look back at the version of you listening to this right now, and you're proud. Proud that you didn't give up. Proud that you didn't let fear win. Proud that you trusted the process, even when it was hard. That future version of you is counting on you to keep going. And so am I. So here's your challenge. Stop waiting for the struggle to end before you start living. Stop saying, I'll be happy when this is over. Start finding purpose in the process. Start asking, how can I grow from this today? How can I serve others through this? How can I become better because of this? Because when you do that, the struggle stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like preparation. You start to see that everything you're going through is setting you up for the life you've been dreaming about. And one day, you'll look back and realize the struggle wasn't breaking you. It was building you. Don't fear the struggle. Embrace it. Use it. Let it fuel you. Because the struggle you're in today is shaping the person you'll be tomorrow. And that person is unstoppable. So stand up. Wipe your tears. Square your shoulders. Take the next step. And then the next. And then the next. Until one day, you wake up and realize the fight was worth it. Because it always is. Thank you for listening. For more, like and subscribe to our channel.